Hi there, it's Cathy Cena with Arts Connect. We are here at the Fountainhead Network, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, TELUS Optic TV. Our guest today is the Executive Director of Place des Arts. Joan McCauley is here. Thank you for being in the studio. And let's just get started right away. I wanted to ask you, how have things been going at Place des Arts, as well as what do you have coming up?
Sure. Well, thanks so much for having me. First of all, we've come out of the pandemic and we're welcoming people back into the center, and we're really fortunate to have a special occasion to sort of drum up people's excitement, and that's our 50th anniversary. So this whole season we're trying to advance our mission that we created for the 50th, which is to celebrate Place des Arts voices through creative connections, storytelling, and joy. So we have a little bit of everything to sort of touch base on, connecting people creatively through a community art project. So we've engaged a fiber artist to come to our center and engage people just in the center. She'll be attending various events throughout the year, and if you just happen to walk into the center, you can weave something. It's called Weaving Stories, and you can contribute to that, and at the end of the season it will be mounted onto a wall at Place des Arts. We also have various events.
So currently, right now, what kind of programs are you running, and what would you say are some of the more popular programs?
Well, what's great about Place des Arts is we've been in the community for 50 years, and we've really are operating under the same vision that was originally established for the organization, and that was for all the arts to be happening under one roof for all ages and abilities. So we have our primary core delivery is classes and lessons. So we have them in music, in dance, in visual arts, in theater, and literary arts as well, creative writing classes, and for all ages and abilities. So from little tiny 3-year-olds doing, tiny theater stars to, advanced pottery students who come to, we have a great community of potters who love to come and work the wheel and create their works of pottery. So, and then of course a big base of music students who come and take private lessons, and of course our visual arts students as well, and dancers. So we have it all.
That sounds fantastic. You can sort of cater to all different age groups and elements and backgrounds and things like that. So so that's really fantastic. And what would you say, like, is the music program more popular than pottery, for example? What is that looking like for you?
Yeah, well, I would say one of our most popular classes for children and youth is visual arts. Okay. Those classes are very popular and fill up very quickly. And also our music programs as well. A lot of parents want their children to learn music. Yes. Because we know the benefits of learning music. We know that it has so many other benefits to other aspects of a child's life. And we can say that about all the other art forms as well, but there's been a lot of studies about music. So we do have a large student base for music. And of course, the other thing that we have at Place des Arts is a lot of low barrier, free events for the family to attend. We have a really popular family day. We have about 4 or 5 throughout the year. And that's where an artist comes in and facilitates an art activity, and it sort of relates to the exhibition that we have currently.
Right. And the whole family can participate in that?
The whole family can, it's age appropriate for everyone in the family, and that's just a great drop-in activity. It's a great vibe, and they always fill up. And of course, entirely free. You just have to register.
Right. Do you find that a lot of your patrons are, in the Coquitlam area? Are they coming beyond the Tri-Cities? I'm sure you know what your demographics are, et cetera. So that's just more of a curiosity question, just because, there's other art centers around throughout the Tri-City, like we talked about Evergreen. There's the Port Moody Art Center, for example, and so forth. So do you find that they're coming from the actual area that you're in primarily?
Yeah, well, about 70% come from the Tri-Cities. primarily Coquitlam. And then we do have others who come in from Burnaby, Langley, Surrey.
Right.
And those are for some of the programs that are sort of unique to our facility. Like we have a fiber arts program.
Yes.
That's unique to us, and of course pottery. People come from all over because there aren't that many pottery studios in the Lower Mainland. So, but we do have other initiatives going on throughout the year, and one of them is that community art project that I mentioned, and also we'll be having a community exhibition in June, and that's where we invite all of our students to create a piece of art. And it gets put up in our exhibition space, and we'll have a big celebration around that. And then, of course, all of our events. We have, as I mentioned, Family Day. We also have concerts. We'll have like our annual Robbie Burns concert. We also have some musicians coming to perform during Asian Heritage Month.
Yes.
And we also have these really great events called Parties at PDA, and they're geared to the young adult, maybe the older adult, who don't necessarily want to take a class, but they want to come and socialize and do something creative. So they're meant to be very much a social time, fun time without a lot of structure, but it is facilitated by an artist. So those are wonderfully successful, and they always sell out too. And we have, this year we have a variety of themes. The first one we had, for instance, was called Picasso. That already happened, but it'll give you an idea of the flavor of what. So you could bring your dog, and we sell wine, and you can bring your friends and chat. It's a very relaxed atmosphere.
Right. Sounds really awesome. And,
yeah.
And again, I mean, I think that we're always trying to find ways to, increase our patrons, our membership, all of that, and, figuring out ways of how to reach this market and this market or that market, and I think it's harder when you're a little bit older. And so I think that these are really great ways. Like I like more one and dones. I like to come to an event, I want to do it once, and I want to leave with something that I created, and I'm done. Like I don't want a 6-week program. I don't have time for 6 weeks. So do you do a lot of these one-offs as well?
Yeah, and this is what it really stemmed from our mission to inspire the artist in everyone. So everything that we do points to that mission, and that means that we need to inspire you. So like you said, I don't want to take a class. I just want to have fun and do something. And so that's why we really try to look at different ways we can engage different populations who want different things. Yeah, the other thing that we're doing this year, inspired by our 50th, is telling people stories. So we sent out the message to our patrons and out there in the community, if you have any sort of relationship with Plastes Art or want to tell us a story, people submitted their stories, and we're going to be sharing those stories over the course of the season.
Okay, great. Today we heard Joan McCauley with Plastes Arts, the executive director, and it's their 50th year. Yes, they have been around for 50 years. Please check them out at plastesarts.ca to find out about all their events that are coming up. And hey, maybe you're not like me who likes a one and done. Enroll yourself in a program, register, and create something that's playful and something that you love. I'm Cathy Cena with Arts Connect. Thanks for watching.